Child abuse inquiry, survivors want new panel and extra powers. Dozens of child abuse survivors have urged the government to scrap an inquiry into historical abuse and replace it with a more powerful body. In a letter to Home Secretary Theresa May, they called for a new inquiry with the power to compel witnesses to give evidence under oath. This followed a leaked letter from Ms. May in which she told current inquiry members their panel might be disbanded. The inquiry, set up in July, has started work but has no chairman. Ms. May's first two choices for chair both stood down amid claims they had close links with establishment figures. Dedicated police team. The letter to Ms. May from survivors groups, and associated professionals says they would welcome the inquiry being given statutory powers, as well as the replacement of the current panel. They say this would increase confidence, adding, "It is essential that those conducting the inquiry have appropriate experience, are free from strong links to prominent establishment figures or any other potential conflict of interest and have a proven track record of promoting survivors' rights. It is essential that the inquiry has legal powers to call witnesses under oath and to prevent evidence being withheld or tampered with," they say. The letter also calls for a dedicated police team to take evidence alongside the inquiry and investigate and prosecute offenders. The inquiry, sparked by claims of pedophiles operating in Westminster in the 1980s, will investigate whether public bodies and other non-state institutions have taken seriously their duty of care to protect children from sexual abuse in England and Wales. In her letter to current panel members, seen by the BBC, Ms. May said she was considering three options to give the inquiry more powers, and only one did not require the panel to be disbanded. She acknowledged the situation had not been easy for panel members but said the confidence of survivors is paramount. An inquiry source told the BBC panel members had been told they could apply for positions on the new panel. A leaked reply to Ms. May from panel member Sharon Evans, who runs a children's charity and suffered abuse herself, says halting the inquiry now would send a very negative message to so many people we have already met and who we have promised they can have confidence in us to do the right thing. Labour has criticised Ms. May for her utter failure to get the inquiry off the ground. Its first chair, Baroness Butler-Sloss, resigned a week after the inquiry was set up. She faced calls to quit because her late brother, Sir Michael Havers, was Attorney General in the 1980s. Her replacement, Lord Mayor of London Fiona Woolf, was appointed in September, but on October 31 she stood down amid questions over her links to former Home Secretary Lord Britton.